Governance risk flooding events. We've had a lot of clients fee, especially when I first came to govern with, that were greatly affected by the floods, all those communities along the river, all the way through to South Australia and Victoria. The news cycle moves on. It's a long time ago, but the mental health issues are still there. Let's talk about that. From your background is in health as well as governance. Let's talk about that, and then I'll defer to you, Neil.
Yes, so it's that classic response to disaster. First thing is make sure everybody's safe. The second thing is look after the injured and everybody immediately. But the long-term thing that we have to think about at the boardroom table now is the long-term impact on our communities. And it's not just floods, it's also fires. And we hear so many stories of houses still not built, money still not filtered down, and the mental health impact is profound. And again, that's our communities and our own staff.
Absolutely. And of course, I'll talk to you about this, Neil, as the supply chain. So you've got roads cut off, you've got bridges washed out, there's hospitals that can't get critical medicines. You would have seen quite a few examples of this.
Yeah, I have. Certainly, Wes, that supply chains, and there was a big focus on floods over the East Coast earlier in the year and last year, but there was also had them in Northern Territory and Western Australia, where there was real cut off from food supplies to towns. What comes to mind in this one for me is just think about some of those communities, particularly in the eastern New South Wales, who felt the full impact from the floods. Some of those same communities experienced years of drought, a heat wave, bushfire, floods, some of them floods multiple times, and then COVID. So in terms of the mental health, it's no surprise whatsoever just to see that increase in demand for mental health services, not just in those regions, because it doesn't just affect those communities, but many communities around